Alright, ladies and gentlemen, EVANESCIA's banner has just released, and this is going to be the first time I am ever pulling for a character C1 in HSR after 3 years. We're doing it on the alt account. We're keeping the main account only free-to-play E0 S0. The alt account will stay free-to-play, but I have decided that starting off in version 4, we will actually begin vertically investing in characters, just to see how the account can keep up and how worth it is. And also just because I want to pull some eidolons for some of my favorite characters after 3 years of not being able to. So yeah, we finally found a specific use for this account, and our first E1 is going to be EVANESCIA. Like I said, I've never pulled an E1 intentionally. I've never gotten one unintentionally other than for Blade and Zila, but that's only because I got them from the 50-50 lost pool. But actually pulling for one, first time ever. So it's gonna be the first time we have it for a limited character. Now you guys are probably wondering, you only have 90 wishes, how are we going for E1? When we did our Ashvale summons, I was originally going to pull Ashvale on this account. In the video, I used up every single resource I had to try and get him, but we got up to, let's see, 70, 65, 70... 75, so we got up to 75 pity, but we still didn't get him, and I ran out of resources. I was gonna just pull him off camera, but then after a while, I thought, you know what, maybe it's better to get Ashvale on my main account, where I'm also planning to get Blade, and I wasn't really sure what I would do with Silverwolf and EVANESCIA on those accounts, but I've decided that my main account I'm gonna use for Silverwolf, Mortonax, Blade, and Ashvale, and then this one we're going all in for E1 EVANESCIA, because we already have Yaguang, but we don't have Sparksy. So yeah, that was the full process. So our first EVANESCIA is going to be guaranteed, but that doesn't mean we might not get a double. And then if we get a double, 90 pulls later, 80 pulls later, maybe we will get E2 EVANESCIA if we're incredibly lucky, but I doubt it. But hey, there's always a chance. So anyway, with that being said, let's hop right into things. Our first EVANESCIA will go ahead and come now, because like I said, it's guaranteed. It's probably going to be the first 5-star, and then we have the 50-50 for the E1, which is going to be exciting. So first of all, show us EVANESCIA. Let's get this out the way. Show us 2 EVANESCIAs would be even nicer. Okay, 4-star Lightcon, so this is 80, 77, 78, 79, and 80. No, okay, still not. So we get EVANESCIA at 81. How many 4-stars? 82? Okay, I've never had to go this deep for a 5-star before. That is crazy. I thought we were going to get in the first temple, and then I could be like, ooh, will we get a double in the next 9 pulls? 83. Oh my god, 84? Okay, there we go. There's EVANESCIA. Beautiful. Splash art. Beautiful. She was originally my most hyped character of the next plan, because when I heard that a Yai XP is coming out, a Yai Sakura, one of my favorite Honkai Back to Third characters, top 3. Yai Miko, top 5 character in all of Genshin, I'd say. In terms of, outside of, let's say, Zhongli, Flins, and Risley, then she would definitely be top 3. I don't know if I like, after those 3, it's like Novelet, Yai, Shenhe, somewhere in that order. I'm not sure which ones are my favorite, but Yai is definitely up there, so, you know, I'm glad to finally have her in Star Rail. I've only just finished all of my assignments I have for university, so I can finally play the 4.1 and 4.2 stories, so I'm excited for that. We have, like, I think 3 more single pulls here. Will we get another Yai? Never mind, we don't. So we got Yai at, what, 84, I believe this is, which is kinda crazy. I don't think I've ever had to go that deep. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Hopefully we'll see back-to-backs, and we see an EVANESCIA right here. Okay, unfortunately we don't, but yeah, as I was saying, very excited for EVANESCIA. I know that her E1 is one of the strongest E1s, if not the strongest DPS E1 in the entire game, which, hey, I definitely chose a right time and a right character to vertically invest in, because I was going to go for E1, not even knowing that. So, yeah, one thing I will say, though, is that because this is the alt account, we're not going to be doing the main quest on the alt account. I used to do quests on both accounts, back when Star Rail first released, and then in Genshin up until Sumeru. So yeah, that took enough out of me. I'm too busy nowadays. No longer can do that. Let's see, will we get an early here? No, we don't. I will say, if we lose our 50-50 here, I'm gonna be really sad, because I really want to get this EVANESCIA. But yeah, I do know Elation MC is one of the best characters on the team that we can use. issue there is that, like I said, we're not going to be doing the story, so we're not really going to have many of the Eidolons. Maybe I'll do a bit of the story, just skip through all the dialogue once I finish it on my main account, maybe pick up some early Eidolons. I'm not sure what EMC's best Eidolons are for EVANESCIA, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully the E1 counteracts for that. That's part of the reason why I'm pulling for it, to be honest, just to make up for that, you know, deficit. Other than that, Huohuo we're gonna pick up from the shop, and we already have our Yaguang from the first banner, which very fun. Anyway then, let's see, what are we... Okay, we're still going on strong with 4 stars. The problem is we don't have any star glitter if we lose the 50-50 here, so we really only have one shot at this E1. If we don't get it, that will be pretty damn sad. But yeah, we got our Ashvale on our main account, we're ready, we got our Silverwolf 999, where, you know, we already had Sparksy, we already had Yaguang, and I am ready for Blade there. I don't know what's coming after that, all I know is I want Blade. I don't even know what characters are coming out in 4.4. You know, I had a feeling Blade was coming out in 4.3, but 4.4 onwards, I don't know. Nihilux? I don't know. Yeah, I have no clue. I will literally just have to wait for the drip marketing there. Okay, I think this one, I have a feeling... Never mind, I was going to say I have a feeling this one might be the 5-star. But, in fact, I was wrong. It seems to be a trend today that we are taking quite a long time to get our 5 stars, because that was the very... Obviously, you know, it took us until 84 to get our EVANESCIA. Hopefully, it doesn't take us until 84 again, because I only have 80 pulls, plus pity, it would be 81, so yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully we see a double EVANESCIA, get E2 EVANESCIA. I don't know why I'm saying E2 EVANESCIA so much today, but yeah, like I said, goes E1, but E2 would be even better. It's the same like whenever I pull E0, I'm like, E1 would be a nice boost, even if I only want to pull E0 at 0 units. You know, it would just be cool to get, just for the summoning, you know, just for the dopamine. But instead, for the dopamine, what ends up happening is we lose the 50-50, and then we get them back to back. So hey, that's pretty dopamine inducing, not gonna lie. Trend of the universal market, I have literally not used this icon in, I believe, like 2 years. So yeah, that is not gonna be very useful, especially on the ult account. We did pull an early Acheron one time on this ult account on her rerun, which I thought was hype, and then she fell off a cliff, which was very sad. I didn't even have time to build her. Okay, I don't think this is going to be the 5-star, but I think the next one's going to be the 5-star. That is just what my intuition is telling me, personally speaking. Yeah, gosh, I will just say I am... I really need us to get this E1, because if not, I have not done the events yet on this account, so, you know, we can still get like 2k Jades. But I just really don't feel like grinding on the ult account, but if we don't get E1 EVANESCIA, I will feel... like we flopped a bit. So please show us 5-star here, show us elation, be okay, never mind, we're going until the very final temple, because of course, why wouldn't we be? Gosh, please win the 50-50. I don't want to grind on the old account. Please just give me the E1 EVANESCIA, because I don't want the title to be a disappointment. I don't want to feel disappointed. I don't want for this account to be bricked, I guess, because I'm sure E0 EVANESCIA is very strong. It's just I'm not sure how strong E0 EVANESCIA will be with an E0 EMC. Then again, she will probably get her own dedicated support in the future. I'm not sure what other characters I'm going to pull on this gun, to be fair, once we get our E1 EVANESCIA. I think the other team we're going to be running, because previously I used Firefly plus Anaxa. I think now we don't have Sirenida for our Anaxa, we're just running the Sunday Ceridra core. I think, obviously now it's going to swap to EVANESCIA plus Firefly, especially after Nova Flare and Dahlia. So yeah, but then I'm not sure what other version 4 team we're going to pull. Like I said, I'm not sure what other units are going to be here. We're not going to be pulling for the follow-up team because we don't have Ashvale. We're not going to go for Blade. Then again, I'm not even sure if Blade's designed for a follow-up core, but whatever. We'll see what other teams there are here. But for the time being, maybe we'll just run EVANESCIA Firefly the entire time. Maybe I'll vertically invest a bit in Firefly, even though I'm not sure. But for that to happen, we need to get this E1 EVANESCIA right now. So please... show me the 5-star, we've got the 5-star, and now we just need to see the elation symbol. Please, 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 elation. I feel like only Pixel going gold, gold, gold. It's gold, 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 now we need to get elation, 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 aka Eva, Eva, Eva. Please, 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 I'm so stressed, bro. If we don't get this E1 EVANESCIA, I feel like... honestly, if we don't get her, I just might not feel like touching this account again. Maybe I just give up. Maybe vertically investing wasn't meant to be. Maybe I should just stick to my main account. But please, no! 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 It's not even like we have Silver Wolf. It's not like we're getting Eidolons for her. No! This sucks. This really sucks. If I had like an E1 Silver Wolf and I was getting her E2, I'd be like, okay, it's not what I wanted, but it's not the worst. I literally have no team where I'm gonna play Silver Wolf in. It's E0 Silver Wolf, E0 Silver Wolf, which I don't have a team for. Please be a double. Please be a double, please give me a double. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, Silver Wolf, you little terrorist, bro. Oh my god, I don't even have enough for a 10 pull. This sucks so hard. I don't want to grind on this account. Is it over? Am I no longer playing on the old account? Is the dream over? Do we not get EVANESCIA here? Well, we do get EVANESCIA, but do we not even get E1 EVANESCIA here? Wow, these summons sucked. 84 to get our first EVANESCIA. Soft pity, you know, at least we didn't happy, but soft pity again, just to lose the 50-50. That means when we summoned for Ashvale, we lost our 50-50 at pity. Then it took until 84 to get our next 5-star, and then we lost at pity again. Wow, this sucks. Wow. I honestly thought we were getting E1 EVANESCIA. I thought it was happening. But no, it's not happening. This actually really sucks and has really upset me. I'm gonna build her, and I will be right back. Alright, well, a big sigh, but hey, here is our EVANESCIA build. I will say I am actually pretty happy with it. We do have her on speed boots, but she is slower than our AHA instant, which I believe I've heard is important. So yeah, I think our AHA is like 138 speed, something like that, and she's 136, so that works quite well. 70% crit rate plus the 30 from her passive, 100% crit, 189 crit damage. If we had the event light con, this would be over 200 right now, but unfortunately we do not, but I'll probably get to work on that. Traces, we have maxed out. Relics, this is how our pieces are looking. We have like 28% crit value here. Here we have 36 crit value, so this is actually a pretty nice piece. 14.5 crit, this is actually a pretty insane piece as well. 4 rolls, imagine if this was 5 rolls, that would be insane. Here we have speed boots with 11.6 crit damage, but you know, would be nice to roll a bit more crit damage, but you know, we'll work on it. We have a HP piece here on Punk Lord. We don't have any crit damage on it, sadly. That is something we will work to improve, hopefully. And then we do have an ER rope with 2 rolls in each crit stat. Sorry, 3 rolls in crit rate and then 2 in crit damage. Well, no, 2 and 1. I'm including the base roll, even though I shouldn't. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with our build. This is our Yaguang build. This is our EMC build. And then this is our Ho-Ho build, who we just got from the shop and I just built up right now. So, yeah, that is it for our builds. I will say the team's performance looks very promising. I just really wish we could have gotten this E1. That was kind of what I was really looking forward to in the recent patch, other than obviously Blade, but you know, we're definitely gonna get Blade. I do have enough pulls for that. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get this E1 EVANESCIA, and the answer is no, I was not able to. There are 18 days, we do have 2 events available. I'm not sure if I'll do them, to be honest. Reason being, you know, it's not guaranteed that we'll get it. We only have, what, like 10 pity, something like that. So there's no point for me farming a few hours just to get like 20 more pulls. Not even 20, because completing both the events will give us 2,000 pulls, which, you know, that's not even 15 pulls, but, you know, I might as well just round it up to 20. You know, if I explore, did quests, stuff like that, but again, this is an old account. I barely do that stuff on my main account nowadays. I just don't have the time for it. And I especially don't have the time for it on my alt account. So, yeah, no E1 Evanesia for us. Sadly, our luck on this account has sucked. As of Thingy's release, we won the 50-50 on Yao Guang at Pity, which was nice. You know, it's Pity, so it's not anything especially lucky, but at least we won the 50-50. Then we pitied and lost on Ashvale. And then we only got our Evanesia at 84 from that 50-50 loss, and then on the next 50-50 we once again lost at Pity. So yeah, honestly, it just kind of sucks. But when you're free to play, this is what you can expect. And hey, I guess this just solidifies my stance that the real way to do free to play showcases is to showcase easier SR, because you can never be too sure with these 50-50s and stuff like that. So yeah, sucks. It is what it is. Hoping our blade pulls will make up for it with the sucky luck. Maybe using our summons, and I mean, I will do this event to get the Lightcon, this one here, because this will get us to over 200% crit damage, which is nice. So yeah, if we get it from the 1k pulls we get from this plus our dailies, I'll let you guys know in a community post. But actually, on a happy note, we have hit 2k subs, so thank you guys for that. Be sure to sub so we don't go below that 2k, and also out of empathy for how bad today has gone, I'm honestly, I'm really sad and disappointed. I really wanted this to be our first E1, but hey, what can we do? That's life, that's what it is, that's how life is for free-to-players. I guess I've been too lucky on my main account, being able to get all of the 5-star DPSs before Evanesia that release, because we managed to get Sparksy, Yao Guang, Silver 999, and Ashvale. So, and then we will manage to get Blade as well. That's basically guaranteed. We will have enough pulls to 50-50, and then if we lose the 50-50, we can just use our Star Glitter, because I've been saving Star Glitter literally from the start of the game. So we have like over 200 pulls worth of it. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed. Like and sub. Thank you for 2k. Wish these summons went better. Hope your summons went better. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.